Dealing with negativity, that is one of the battles we go through daily, which for me, it's the most challenging. Dealing with stupid, ignorant, hateful, self-serving, self-centered individuals, and how you do not react in a negative way when dealing with these individuals. In moments in your life where you could get angry very quickly, argumentatively, and these are the times where we need to stay in character, and we need to keep our frequency high. We need to do the things that give us the PMA, the positive mental attitude that you have to earn each day through your actions, which will reflect on your behaviors. So, in this day and age, there is so much division in the world. People arguing about people not wearing a mask, this person wearing a mask, this race of people, this ethnicity. It's just one thing after another to divide people and have them react into a negative way. And what we need to do is we need to have self-reflection each day. We need to have self-growth so we can adapt and overcome into these situations. Then we are able to treat each other with respect, with kindness, and with love. Because that is what the universe, that is what God wants us to do. Love is what makes everything go right. It is the key to changing your perspective on negativity. You know, when you deal with people that want to argue, the best thing to do is to avoid those confrontationals that you know are never going to change anything. And I find myself becoming a better active listener. I'm listening more so to understand people's point of views instead of listening to just reply to them. You know, I read a quote before and it said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth and we should listen twice as much. And that is the truth. We need to listen and not react all the time, and to be able to live in harmony with each other and create an individual that we admire each day through our training, through our clean eating, through going without less. I find myself when I'm struggling financially, or I'm not able to have all the things that I need, I find myself acting in a more genuine and positive way. It's funny, when you take away things that you think you need, life becomes more simple. It becomes simpler. And we always remind ourselves that we really don't need all these external gifts and pleasures to really be that happy. It's really inner peace. It's how you're projecting yourself each day through your actions, through your mindset, and through your behaviors, and being a strong witness to your thoughts and not reacting to every little situation. Your thoughts do not dictate the person that you are, and when you become aware of them and you can look and have this conversation with self, you can realize that you don't have to react in a negative manner. The great ones tell us, the Stoic philosophers, they all speak of this. They speak of controlling anger. They speak of having peace and not letting events dictate how they affect you. You can control the way events happen to you, how you react to certain events. You can control this. And as we become a better master of ourselves, and we can control these thoughts and our actions, we become the character that we admire, and then we're able to be a strong witness and leader, and we're able to give it away to our families and set the example so people can see. Nothing's worse is when you always see people losing their temper, losing their shit on simple things that happen in their lives. I see that as a sign of weakness. When I see a man losing his shit over something so simple, I see that as weakness, and I see that weak-minded person can't control his anger. And as a man, you should be responsible over your emotions, over controlling your behaviors and not reacting in a negative way. That is true weakness to a man. So when things go wrong, when we're battling through negativity or adversity, it's the men that are strong, it's the men that don't complain, it's the men that don't victimize their situations, and they adapt and they become problem solvers. Instead of getting so induced into the problem, they find ways of creating things around them. Just like they take their weaknesses, they put them in the forefront, and they build habits to build these weaknesses into their strengths. It's the same effect each and every day. We must work through this, through our daily process, through the daily work, through my early wake-ups, through sacrificing with eating, through my training. I'm able to create the man that I admire each day. And with that, I welcome the challenges that I see in my life and that I can overcome because of the choices I make. Choices. Those are choices. When you have that mindset of, oh, I wish this person would act this way, or oh, I wish this thing would happen this way. Well, guess what? It doesn't work that way. Life always happens for you. Even if it's negative, it's happening for you to teach you how to adapt and overcome in those situations. So the next time you are facing some kind of challenge, instead of getting angry, instead of acting like a 2-year-old, taking a temper tantrum, focus on the solution and be a man that is responsible for his behaviors.